Hi, I'm Emily, and this is my second week of LLTV, but I've already had so many great experiences with it. First thing I've done, actually the only thing I've done is Man on the Street, but we hope that we can fit in a few more things this week, which is week 8. It's great.
Hi, my name is Liam. I was in the Slushy Slasher 1 and 2 this year. What's cool about that is that in the first one, I was one of the Slushy Slashers, and then the second one, I got karma, and I was being stolen from.
It's me, Roberto! No, just kidding, it's me, Ozzy.
Hello, my name is Aaron, and I'm in the LLTV elective. I am in the Classroom Captives and the LLTV shirt ad.
I started Man on the Street. I am the man on the street. I am man on the street, not that poser Jeff.
Hi, my name is Sam. At LLTV, I worked on Slushy Slasher Part 2, Trapped in the Shed, and I worked on most of the Man on the Streets.
But I also worked on Shadows of the Shed. I knocked out Adam when he came in the shed.
First impression of LLTV, I didn't really know what it was. All I knew is that it had air conditioning. But I remember always thinking, why are people getting interviewed, you know? I was like, I don't know, what is it? So I signed up for the elective, and I get it, right? And I'm getting pretty excited because I'm like, okay, this is a new elective. My electives have been the same for the past 4 weeks. This is week 5. It's gonna be a good week. So I try it out, and I love it. I'm interviewing people, I'm filming, it's great.
So my first impressions of this year, it was really fun. We started off with a small class so we can really do what we wanted. And, it was good because we could really get all our ideas down and everything we wanted down in a day. And then we posted that, and then I watched it, and it was cool. The power of editing.
My first impression of the elective, I've been doing it for years and loved it, but the first week I had it this year, we were coming up with ideas. I had my friend Connor with me, and we had originally come up with the idea of a monster that was taking kids into the lake, and then another person in the elective came up with the idea of the Slushy Slasher, and we kind of incorporated some of the elements from our Connor's and I idea into it, and then that turned out, and we got a sequel to it too.
My first impression of this was that, I put it at one of my top electives because in previous years it has been really fun just messing around with friends and filming stuff, eventually for it to get published onto the website. But this year it's different, I feel like. Instead of doing interviews like we've done previous years, we actually filmed short films like the Classroom Captives, and we filmed one ad, which was a t-shirt ad.
It's some of the greatest times you can have because you meet so many people that you might as well have never met in your life if you haven't interviewed them, and it's great. My favorite Man on the Street moment was when we interviewed Andy. This is in the vault, by the way. We interviewed Andy on a golf cart while he was driving the golf cart, and it was great.
My favorite memory from LLTV this year is when I got drenched with water for the Slushy Slasher.
My favorite experience was when we did Trapped in the Shed because it was really funny because when I said I see chicken nuggets outside, and then when we finally got out, it was very funny because when someone said I never set foot in the shed again, but he set foot in again.
My favorite moment at camp LLTV this year is probably when we were filming the Classroom Captives and we were just coming up with multiple ideas because it was just really fun to brainstorm what we're going to do that week. We already had an idea incorporated that it has to be we're stuck in the shed, but all of us were arguing over how it's going to end, how the plot's going to go. But when we figured that out, it was a really fun experience.
I was in the original Man on the Street, the very first one that was posted.
Not Jeff. Not Sam, me.
My favorite memory, probably the first Man on the Street we did. It was already a small class and we had 5 people. And then the next day when we did it, one of the people were out, so it was just me, the camera, and audio. We just asked people the food questions. It's it's Man on the Street with Ozzy. That's what it was called. Go watch it. Watch it now!
First impression of LLTV was last year. I didn't have so much fun, but this year it's a big improvement.
My final thoughts were honestly Man on the Street, you can really do what you want with it. Because it's not one limited thing. It's not like a film. It's whatever you want. You can ask the questions to just the general public. Mic drop. Wait, one more thing. LLTV is cool. Peace. It's been a great year. Squidward on the train!